You're welcome back to another segment on the show live here on HSTV. Thank you so much for making time and staying with us up till now. It's now time for us to get into Stay Alive. My name is Stephanie Echochinam Anyana, and this is going to be a phone-in conversation. And we're going to focus on foods to eat to avoid diabetes. And then my guest is going to be a registered nutritionist. She's also a founding member of GAND. GAND is Ghana Academy of Nutrition and Diabetics, and she is also an ambassador for non-communicable diseases, of which diabetes is one of them, and that is Madam Helena Inti. Hi, good morning, Madam. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Your voice is breaking. I'm struggling to hear you.
Is that fine now?
Hello?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me from your end too?
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. I trust you're doing well. Hello.
Can you say again?
I trust you're doing well this morning.
Yeah, very well. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. Let's get straight into our conversation. But first of all, how deadly would you say diabetes is?
Hello. Sorry. I'm really struggling to hear you.
I'm asking how deadly would you say diabetes is, first of all?
Hello?
Okay, I'm pretty sure that she's struggling to hear us, but I hope that the connection will go on well. But we want to focus on foods to eat to avoid diabetes, because it's one of the non-communicable diseases that we have here. Quite dangerous, but then she'll tell us how deadly it is, because she is an expert in that field, because she's an ambassador of non-communicable diseases. Helena, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. First of all, I'm asking, how deadly is diabetes?
All right. Thanks for having me. So I'll say that diabetes is deadly in the sense that it's one of the chronic conditions that predisposes anyone to cardiovascular disease. And when we say cardiovascular disease, we are talking about heart disease and stroke. We are talking about blood pressure, and that's what we call the metabolic syndrome.
Okay.
So once anyone has diabetes or high blood sugar, then they have higher risk factor for the metabolic syndrome, which has to on their risk.
And how does it come about in the first place to an individual?
All right. So there are two types of diabetes. We have the type 1 diabetes. We have the type 2. There's also another one called diabetes. So for type 1 diabetes, it's sort of genetic, and also immune disease. So we have what we call insulin. That's the hormone that's supposed to have sugar from the blood. And type 1 diabetes, insulin is not available because there's beta cells that are supposed to produce insulin, and insulin takes up sugar. For some reason, they are destroyed, and so the body is able to take sugar from the blood. This is usually an early onset, common in young people. When we have type 2 diabetes, it is usually a result of inappropriate lifestyle practices. So when people find themselves consuming more than their body needs, then there is a lot of sugar in the blood. There isn't enough insulin to pick up the glucose or the sugar from the blood. And so once you have a lot of sugar floating in the blood, you tend to be diabetic if this continues for a long time.
Okay.
And then for gestational diabetes, it usually happens after delivery.
All right, but talking about one of the type of diabetes, you mentioned that it's out of genetics, more like hereditary. But how am I supposed to know as an individual that an old grandmother, grandfather somewhere died of diabetes for me to be actually careful?
You are breaking that. You're asking how you're supposed to know
Right.
whether you are diabetic as an individual.
Yes.
So usually you have to have a test, run a test to check. And sometimes people have symptoms. So when a person is restless, or they experience a lot of fatigue, these are symptoms of several other diseases. That's why it's important that once you feel funny or you have some
Okay, kindly run us through some warning signs of diabetes.
Sorry, say again.
Kindly run us through some warning signs of diabetes.
Okay, so you might feel very tired, and one might feel dizzy, one might feel just weak and sick, and as well, like I said, it's predisposing one to other conditions. So, for example, kidney, and that's at a very high level, severe, and it's not enough to it can affect the kidney, it can also affect the eyes.
All right, so taking a close look at the foods we eat now, what are some of them that are really exposing us to diabetes? Some of the foods that we eat now, because clearly we are taking in a lot of things, you know. So what are some of the basic foods that we are falling on that is really exposing us to diabetes?
Right, so diabetes has been suggested to be a sugar disease because, of course, you have a lot of sugar in your blood. So it's important that you cut down drastically on sugar. I mean, when you have sugar in front of you, you know the sugar, but the food that we eat, the starchy food, like our fufu, our yam, our bambuku, they are carbohydrate foods, even our food contains sugar. So it's important that you cut down on these foods. And while we are talking about prevention, it's important that you know our nutritional status. So your nutritional status is the state of your body as a result of the foods that you are eating and the nutrients that these foods contain. So if you have a normal weight, it's important that you eat a balanced diet, and it's important to note that your balanced diet is different from my balanced diet. So we can have a general recommendation. So it's important that we talk about the 4-star diet, or it's important that you have your starches in your food, you have your fruits and vegetables, you have your animal source food, you have your legumes and food. That makes a balanced diet. But when it comes to portions, and even the type of food, the food sources you end up being fruits and vegetables. So you may be eating lettuce, you may include meat in your food, you may include oranges, you may include banana. But for a diabetic, for example, the portion of banana that will be recommended, or the kind of nuts or legumes that would go with the banana will be different from somebody who may be diabetic. So it's important that we know that we are different individuals, we have different metabolic states, and so we need to understand that your nutritional status is what will determine the specific foods that you need to consume. But then generally for a normal person, and when we say nutritional status, we are talking about your weight in relation to your height. So if you have normal nutritional status, your body mass index, that's your weight in relation to your height. It should be between 18.5 and 24.9. So if you're a normal weight person, you might be doing something right, and so it's important that you maintain your weight, stick to a balanced diet, and then you engage in some level of physical activity. If you're a person who is overweight, then it's important that you cut down on your caloric intake. And when I say caloric intake, you are looking at consumption of your carbohydrates, like your fatty, your proteins, your meat, your legumes, your fats, your oils, your butters, and all that you have in your diet. You need to cut down on that and have a target weight. And you can do this by seeking professional help. So it's important that you mind your weight, because being overweight is a risk for having diabetes. And also, when I say being overweight, there is also congenital obesity. So you have the circumference of the weight at the navel level. So for women, if it is more than 35, then it means that you have a higher risk of getting diabetes. And for men, if it's higher than 40 inches, it means you have a higher risk for diabetes. So it's important that we know this, and it's also important that there are foods that we call high glycemic index foods. These foods introduce sugar to the blood more quickly than low glycemic index foods. So it's important that we take food for vegan. These are usually common for refined food. Refined food. So if you know that you have higher risk, you would want to go in for whole grains, food that are less refined. If you find yourself consuming the refined food, like let's say the white rice, you would want to add some vegetables so that it will give you a lower glycemic index meal.
aside knowing my nutritional, status, is it compulsory for me to follow an expect for a meal plan if I am diabetic?
Yes, it's very important that you consult the expert, because these days there are a lot of people on the market and they say things without any evidence, without any research backing it, and we undermine the research. So research is important because it gives us evidence. We use people, real people, to understand the situation. So let's say you have diabetic individuals and we know that they are consuming A diet or B diet, and we observe them for a period of time and look at the outcome. At the end of the day, we know that yes, a diabetic can consume these foods and it's healthy for this person. But then you don't just think that this food is good. So for example, people say, oh, I don't eat sugar. I use honey. I use molasses. I use dates. But you know that all these are types of sugars.
Okay.
So a friend even called, like some weeks ago, and she's like, someone told me that I can use molasses to treat fibroids. I'm like, what does molasses contain that's going to treat fibroids? That's just a lie. So it's very important that we understand that there are different types of sugar, and honey is a type of sugar, molasses is a type of sugar. The difference between them would be the rate at which they are releasing sugar into the blood. For example, if you take dates, it comes in a form that you are using the whole fruit state. You know that you are getting some minerals out of it, you have some fiber. But if you are going to extract the sugar, they are all sugar in the mineral. Sugar into the blood.
Okay. Okay. There is an assertion out there that, brown sugar is way healthier than the white sugar or even the honey that we fall on. Would you debunk that or agree to that assertion?
Right. So that's also another problem. When you compare the white sugar to the brown sugar, you realize that the white sugar is tastier. So people think that the brown sugar is healthier. So instead of using a tablespoon, for example, a teaspoon, depending on what portion they are using, the kind of food they tend to put more than they are supposed to. But like I said, it's also a type of sugar, and it will do to you what the white sugar will do to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. But before I take leave of you, finally, is there hope for a diabetic patient?
Of course, there is hope. It can be managed if people would seek professional help. If people will commit to the recommendations, dietary recommendations that they are given. It's also important for me to say that we need to engage in physical activity. We don't have to just do the weekends. It's important for us to spread. So according to the World Health Organization, we are supposed to do like 30 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes a week. That has to be spread throughout the week, so that like 30 minutes a day you engage in moderate, light to moderate physical activity depending on your condition. Because some people have had conditions, we tell them to exercise and they're going to engage in vigorous activity, and that can turn out bad. So it's important that you seek professional help in these cases.
Right.
I know that some people subscribe to ketogenic diet, where they tend to eat more fat, more proteins, and they think that it's doing them good, but these tend to predispose them to cardiovascular disease later, and it may cut down on the symptoms you are feeling, but the end result is not the best. So the way to go is having a balanced meal and having a personalized diet, seeking professional help.
Okay. Viewers are watching all across and on our socials as well. Give us some advice before you leave.
My advice is that we've talked about self-love, taking care of ourselves. We have families, we have people who care about us, we have people to take care of. We need to make an impact. It's very important that we take good care of ourselves. We work so hard. Some of us wake up at 4 a.m., we go back to sleep around 10 p.m. So it's important that we treat ourselves well, and taking care of our health is one of these important values. So take good care of yourself, eat well. You said that nutrition is life. It's just life, because if you don't eat well, you get sick. If you get sick, you can die. And being diabetes can get your legs cut off. Underneath sore that you have, underneath swelling, it can turn into a big sore, and you may have to cut off your leg or your, that kind of thing. So let's take good care of ourselves so that we take care of our others and we can impact.
Definitely. Thank you very much for making time and joining us this morning on the show. We are very grateful. And that was Helena Inti. She is a registered nutritionist and also a founding member of GAND. GAND is Ghana Academy of Nutrition and Diabetics. She's also an ambassador for non-communicable diseases, making her an expert in the field of just what we discussed and making her all her answers also the best. So you definitely need to take a thing or two out of them and know how to live your life henceforth. But even if you are diabetic currently, there is always hope for you. So all you have to do is follow an expert for your meal plan, and then definitely you are going to be fine. And that will be all for Stay Alive. My name is Stephanie.